Hello there, Commonwealth from me. With pretty much all Nintendo Switch successor hardware videos covered, let's move over to software/games. Since after June 2024, the reveal of brand new Nintendo mainline games for the Nintendo Switch appears to be over. Instead, the first Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive games might be next. We don't know exactly when, but it is rather certain that a new 3D Mario or Mario Kart are guaranteed when it happens. So be sure to leave a like, subscribe and press notification bell. We're going for 2025 likes. The next brand new full 3D Mario game, exclusive one to the Nintendo Switch 2 and probably the first big system seller beside Mario Kart. And that is our case, as the Nintendo Switch got one full brand new 3D Mario title, Super Mario Odyssey in Switch launch year 2017. By the time we get to the next one on the Nintendo Switch 2, we'll be nearing 8 years since Odyssey and over 4 years since the smaller, though even more brilliant Bowser's Fury. The two new Mario projects that Nintendo's 3D Mario team led by producer Yoshiaki Koizumi and director Kenta Motokura have provided to the Nintendo Switch. But what about them and Super Mario Bros. Wonder? Simple, they did not develop the 2023 Switch Mario title. You see, there are two mainline Mario teams. The Super Mario one, which after Sunshine moved from Nintendo's home city, Kyoto, to Tokyo. Meanwhile, the Super Mario Bros. 2D team stayed in Kyoto and is still headed by Takashi Tezuka-san. In other words, since the beginning of 2021, or the release of 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, the Super Mario team has, as we enter 2025, had 4 years to work on the next new 3D game. Same amount as they had between Super Mario 3D World on the Wii U to Super Mario Odyssey on the Nintendo Switch. In most cases, that should be enough, unless the new Mario Kart gives them time until 2026 for Super Mario 64's 30th anniversary, 9 years after Super Mario Odyssey. But enough about development cycles, let's get into what this next game will most likely be. Since what could be provided to Mario at this point, after captures of everything and everyone not wearing headwear, to Wonder Trips in Mario Bros. Wonder, and upscaled to 4K when docked to our TV's adventure like no other. But where and how? We've been to the Mushroom Kingdom in 3D again for Super Mario Odyssey's postgame. Al Delfino got its successors in that game's Seaside Kingdom and Bowser's Fury Lake Labcat. Space was also a common theme in Odyssey with low gravity like in the Galaxy games with 3 sides of the moon. With this in mind, our perhaps biggest hint lays in Bowser's Fury's level design. A taste or around 8-hour demonstration of the great potential for more open 3D Mario games in the future. Following this train of thought, I don't see the Tokyo Mario team working on a sequel to Super Mario Odyssey, for a couple of reasons. Number 1, that game had 2 natural conclusions, both on the moon. The first one being against Bowser with the flower moment, and then the emotional final climb with Cappy. It goes without saying, this game doesn't need a sequel as it brought Mario back to open zone maps perfectly, being the defining exclusive of the Nintendo Switch with no roots tied to the Wii U, unlike what was the case for Open Air Zelda. Secondly, let's remember that unlike some Super Mario Bros. Titles, Super Mario 3D games change with every new generation. Yes, we got Galaxy 2 on the Wii after Galaxy, but it was all within 3 years on the same system. But if we look at N64, GameCube, Wii, Wii U and Switch, and you will see a dramatic difference when moving from console generations. Finally, the 3D Mario team has more or less signaled that Odyssey was a one-trick complete game without the need for paid expansions and sequels. First in 2018 with the free Balloon DLC, and then in 2021 with Bowser's Fury, a radically different new layout for Mario. And this direction has merit, as most likely Odyssey lost Game of the Year to Breath of the Wild due to that game's open air. Then how about an urban Mario title? After all, the dense though limited New Donk City/Metro Kingdom in Odyssey was so many players' favorite. And using this one, why not expand on this idea? In fact, why not build on the open world 35th anniversary experimentation and combine the best of Odyssey and Bowser's Fury? Or even better, make this map from the Super Mario Bros. Movie into an actual game map. Mushroom Kingdom with proper castle and city, Dust Arena/Sand Kingdom, Waterlands, and Metro Kingdom or Brooklyn governed by Pauline as the starting/tutorial area before dropping into the open world. The Mario movie and Super Mario Odyssey's Metro Kingdom / New Donk City did demonstrate how great an urban Mario title can be. Though I think this kind of setting is better fit to start in and then be able to return to at any time of the game than have an entire Mario GTA or Spider-Man PlayStation open world metropolis. Since open world Mario should after a potential urban opening be whimsical, and the way it was laid out in the Mario movie is one way that by all means makes sense. Combining the penguins we know and love since Super Mario 64, 3D Bowser taking over Peach's castle, but also adding Donkey Kong Country. And guess what? This blend is also seen in Super Nintendo World Osaka and Orlando, so combining the kingdom and country is just a natural evolution of the Mario franchise at this point. Pieces of the puzzle that are falling into place organically, and which also has a financial argument. You see, Donkey Kong has only had one proper adventure in 3D, and that being on the Nintendo 64. And there's a reason for that, as the Rareware-developed Donkey Kong 64 is considered a dark sheep of the franchise. Hence, to warm up to the thought of 3D Donkey Kong, why not have the most iconic ape in gaming as an integral part of Mario's next big adventure? One-upping the 2D 8-bit highlight of Super Mario Odyssey and the climax of New Donk City and its festival. Who knows, maybe we could see Donkey Kong interacting with Mayor Pauline again. Now that would be something, and a great next step after Mario's encounter with the Mayor in Odyssey. Potential is the name of the game here, and the 3D Mario team knows that after Odyssey, Bowser's Fury and the Mario movie, expectations for a mostly open world Mario game has never been high. Though it begs the following question: could it even work? If most of the map is designed for platforming, then absolutely yes. This is pretty much the reason why Bowser's Fury was made to test the waters for such a format in Lake Lapcat. And I also really don't think it was a coincidence that after the Dual and Rainbow Road segments in the Mario movie, Donkey Kong used power-ups in the streets and platforms of the Mushroom Kingdom's capital. The Fire Flower used by DK might have been a great tease if there ever was one, and when you think of it, the second Mario movie will expand on the world even more. For the most part, with the introduction of Yoshi, who we could only capture on the top of Princess Peach's castle in Super Mario Odyssey. The bigger return of Yoshi in the main quest of a 3D Mario has been awaited for 15 years at this point. And what did the Super Mario Bros. Movie end with? The tease of Yoshi from the egg. But the first tease was Yoshi's Island. Let this sink in. We haven't had a new mainline Donkey Kong or Yoshi's Island game in over 10 years. And this gives Yoshiaki Koizumi and Kenta Motakura a historic opportunity, fusing together the three most recognizable, playable since the 90s Mario franchise characters into the ultimate 3D Mario game to date. That is right, I believe that a defining new title from Nintendo to mark the entry into the 4K era for the franchises would be a team where both Donkey Kong and Yoshi serve as Mario's companions in different parts of the game, all bringing Mario throughout the different lands and climates, each with their own kind of castles or main shrines, gradually becoming more or less an open world that we can explore freely, maybe even by using Rainbow Road until reaching Bowser's Koopa Kingdom. At last having this one in a proper volcanic territory, and where we feel that we're actually bringing the fight to the castle of the main villain himself, filled with the classic staples of evil in this franchise. Haunted houses / castles filled with Luigi's favorite booze, and as we enter proper lava territory, and also Bowser's castle, dry bones, and other enemies with creepy designs like Shy Guys. Perhaps even a proper boss fight against Kamek. We haven't fought Bowser's chief diplomat, or if you prefer Minister of Foreign Affairs, in any 3D mainline Mario. That is correct, we only battle the female Camilla, all while Kamek is such a central boss fight in the Yoshi series. With Yoshi's Island in the Mario movie map, a more prominent position of the green dinosaur in the next movie, and potentially also game, this will be the perfect everyone is here setup. Combining the best from the movies and games and serving as a title that offers exactly what so many around the world saw on the big screen, open world Mario in 4K. Now the only question remains, if it is this quest or the console follow-up to the best-selling Nintendo Switch title ever that should debut first on the Nintendo Switch 2 in 2025. Sound off in the comment section down below. along with what Mario game you want on the next generation Nintendo system. If you enjoyed this first video in our new dedicated for the second half of 2024 series, then be sure to leave a like, subscribe and press the notification bell if you haven't already. Last but not least, a massive thanks to you for watching and to all our patreon.com/commonrealm patrons. Special shoutouts to our producers Zach Johnson and JC Funk, and heroes Holly Wolf, Cheryl and Garrett Hoy. You rock, and please enjoy one or both of these two awesome videos.